Hey everyone, this is Steven, StoicDev0 on Twitter. I am a Solidity dev at Remark. I am proudly one of the co-authors of the EVM implementation of the protocol, together with 3 merged EIPs. Remark, for those who don't know, is a set of Legos which give NFTs a ton of possibilities. In these tutorials, I'll be teaching how to use the already available NMP package for your own NFT projects. I will be doing 2 series of fully customized real-life projects together with some short videos on specific functionalities. Now let's take an overview to the ready-to-use Legos on EVM. We have multi-asset, which adds the ability for an NFT to vary its output depending on the context it is being loaded in. This has several use cases such as backup, cross-compatibility, and forward compatibility. The nestable Lego adds the ability for any NFT to contain other Remark NFT, so we are no longer limited to assigning them to addresses or contracts. Their Lego is equipable, which gives the ability for NFTs to equip own NFTs in order to gain extra utility or change their appearance, following some rules defined on the assets and the catalog. We will explore the catalog later. Finally, we have the Immutable Lego, which allows us to add emoji reactions on any NFT. One of its use cases is price discovery. Beyond Legos, you can combine them to get just what you want. You can use multi-asset and nestable on their own or together, or you can have them with equipable for the most advanced functionality. Immutable Lego can be added to any version. You will notice that there are 2 versions of equipable, merged and split. The merged version has everything in a single contract, and it's the one we recommend using. However, Solidity has a hard size limit to which merged version is very close. So if you have a lot of custom logic, you will probably need to use the split version. These are the official EIP numbers and names. For multi-assets, there is EIP 5773, context-dependent multi-asset tokens. For nestable, there is EIP 6059, parent-governed nestable non-fungible tokens. And for equipable, we have EIP 6220, composable NFTs utilizing equipable parts. You can check them all on eips.ethereum.org/ERC. The EIP for immutable NFTs is coming in the next few days. Here are some resources where you can find out more. I heavily recommend watching these tutorials together with the documentation from evm.remark.app. You can reach out in our socials if you need help, especially on the Implementors Telegram. I will leave this on the video description. The EMP repo is divided into some internal packages. Let's quickly look at them one by one. The core contains the minimal functionality the contracts need to have to be compatible with the protocol, and it's non-opinionated. This is very important because there are several ways to finish the missing pieces, but we let the implementers make their own decisions on them. For instance, how should minting work? We also provide several extensions. Soulbound 2.0 lets you bind NFTs to both addresses and NFTs. We also have extensions to add types to assets and custom properties to tokens. If you don't want to track the indices when managing assets and children, you can use the auto-index versions, but beware that they are more gas expensive. We are also working on a wrapper of regular ERC 721s, so you can add all these superpowers to your legacy NFTs, and there are more to come. There are some utilities you can use for your custom collections. We use most of them on the ready-to-use versions, but it's up to you to cherry-pick what you want to use. We make it as easy as possible. My favorite one is the render utils. This is a standalone set of getters which work on any collection deployed on the same network. Think of them as database views. We provide here several methods so you can read a lot of information at once without having to do several calls. This makes the lives of the front-end devs much easier. Now we start with the ready-to-use implementations. These are opinionated. We took the decisions for you, so they are really ready to use. In this version, we use latency minting, meaning it's the buyer who mints the token by paying with the blockchain's native token. Then we have a very similar version, also uses latency minting, but the payment is done with a custom ERC20, which the collection issuer chooses on deploy. Finally, we have the pre-minting option. Here, it is the collection issuer who mints all the NFTs for free, then they can list them for sale or simply transfer them. Up next, we'll be going step by step through 2 advanced projects. These are real use cases of collections which we'll deploy in Moonbeam and use the first 3 Legos. In parallel, I'll be doing some mini tutorials with specific functionalities and customizations. Thanks for watching. See ya.